Today's video is a bit different from my usual videos. I attempted a challenge for the first time. Yes, I read 7 books in 7 days. It was a little outside my comfort zone because I don't really believe in challenges. Reading for me is a leisure activity, so I was a bit apprehensive whether I should attempt it or not. But then I decided to take the plunge and see whether I would be able to finish 7 books in 7 days. So today is the first day of the challenge. I have picked up the book Road to Missouri by Ruskin Bond. It is a pretty short book of about 126 pages. So this is a short story collection and I hope I would be able to finish it by the end of the day. So let's see. It's well past midnight and I have completed this beautiful collection of stories by Ruskin Bond. In fact, these are not stories but real life incidents from Ruskin's own life. Road to Missouri is a nostalgic collection of incidents and anecdotes from Ruskin Bond's own life which he fondly recollects. He talks about his father, he talks about his early years in Missouri, he talks about the various tracks he undertook, he talks about his journeys to Delhi, and there are some delightful ghost stories also in this collection. And one thing that I really liked about this collection is that there are lots of short poems in this book. I've never read poetry by Ruskin Bond before, and this was a delightful surprise. I really liked one poem in this book which I would like to share with all of you. From Bangalore to Old Vellore, from Pune to Missouri, from Chandigarh to every ghar, New Delhi to Siliguri, from Chennai's shores to Mumbai's doors, from Kolkata to Kochi, from north to south and east to west, those gentle people are the best, who love their books and spend their leisure in reading both for worth and pleasure. To these good readers, young and old, I pay respects as hands I fold, and dedicate these words I pen, and dare to hope they will pay for them. I really like the book cover, which is so gorgeous. It gives us an idea what the book is going to be all about, and there are some beautiful illustrations also in the book. On the whole, a very delightful collection in Ruskin Bond's usual style, which I'll recommend all of you if you need something quick and interesting and very entertaining to read. Today is day 2 of the challenge, and for today I have picked up 38 Bahadurabad by Ziba Sadiq. Again, this is a short book of 132 pages, so I'm sure that I'll be able to complete it on time. The blurb of the book says that it is a unique blend of autobiography and fiction. It tells the story of a young girl growing up in Pakistan in the late 1960s. As the narrator recalls the motley group of eccentrics who fashioned her upbringing, and the father who followed his death in 1972 was elevated to near sainthood. Combining a rich and evocative depiction of Karachi life with an absorbing portrait of a remarkable household, 38 Bahadurabad is the first novel with an original and affecting voice. So seems like a very interesting book and I'm really eager to read it. It's almost 11 o'clock and I've just finished this delightful little book. It was a hectic day at work and so I didn't get much time during the day, and it was just in the evening that I started reading this book. Overall, it was a very delightful little novella. The book is set in 60s Karachi. The author Ziba Sadiq writes about growing up with her doting grandmother Mrs. Shirazi, her father Dr. Sadiq, her mother Mrs. Sadiq, her servants, and a strangely named pet dog, I Love Lucy. The author writes mostly about domestic life and her complex family relationships. There is so much humor in this book. The author beautifully combines comedy with tragedy as she narrates the life stories of different characters. I enjoyed reading these small stories and incidents from the author's childhood. The little Zeba was so mischievous and adorable, and her doting father, Dr. Sadiq, was just amazing. The book is hilarious at times and heartbreaking at others. Do pick it up if you are looking for a quick, interesting read. Today is day 3, and for today I have picked up the book Chandigarh Unmasked by Vibhor Mohan. Vibhor Mohan is a senior journalist from Chandigarh and has been writing passionately about the city for last 2 decades. This is his debut book. He sent me a copy of the book and I found the cover quite intriguing. Even the tagline, "A Young City's Harappan Past." And the blurb of the book says, it's 1955 and India's first planned city, Chandigarh, is turning into a reality. It has the 5,000-year-old Indus Valley civilization buried underneath, A young engineer, Velayati Batra, who is tasked to complete Le Corbusier's buildings, is drawn to New City's prehistoric past. People around him interpret the Harappan connection in different ways. He too begins to imagine as if it has a bearing on his life. But his lofty ideas are rejected and it leaves him disillusioned. He falls for a girl who is researching Harappa and both move abroad. 40 years later, the city is at the threshold of change. Will the couple's idea be finally acknowledged? The premise of the book seems quite interesting and I'm really looking forward to read the book. I'm sure I will get to learn some new fascinating facts about Chandigarh from this book. Okay, so I'm done reading Chandigarh Unmasked by Vibhor Mohan. I really enjoyed reading this book. Though Chandigarh is my hometown, but still I wasn't aware that the city also has a prehistoric past. The ornaments, vessels, copper arrowheads discovered during excavations suggest that the city was once home to the Hadappans. These relics are preserved in the Government Museum and Art Gallery in Chandigarh. Now coming to the book. It is set in two parts, 1955 and 2014. It gives the readers a peek into Chandigarh's history as well as the changing face of the city. I especially enjoyed part 1, which talks about Chandigarh's history, its Harappan past and various landmarks of the city. If you have ever lived in the city beautiful or if you love Chandigarh, then this book is definitely a must read. Today is the 4th day of the challenge and for today I have picked up the book The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. This is considered as one of the best books in personal finance and I'm really looking forward to reading it. I have finished this timeless classic and there is so much wisdom packed in it. The basics of financial wisdom are explained through interesting stories which take you back in time. This collection of ancient stories from Babylon teach you the importance of money, clever use of money and the importance of hard work. The book is beautifully written and is well deserving of all the hype surrounding it. This is a short book of 150 pages which in my opinion should be read by everyone. The little time that you invest reading it will leave you with valuable messages that are worth remembering your entire life. Today is day 5 of the challenge and for today I have picked up The Ultimate Happiness Prescription by Deepak Chopra. The tagline of the book is 7 Keys to Joy and Enlightenment. As the title suggests and as is clear from the tagline, this book is all about happiness. I have this book in my collection for last 7-8 years but somehow never read it. There was a phase in my life when I used to read a lot of self-help books, but then I started finding them very repetitive. Now I try to maintain a balance between fiction and non-fiction. I have read only one book by Deepak Chopra before and that is The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, which I really liked. I am hoping to get some new insights about happiness from this book. Let's see. It's almost 10 o'clock and I have finished reading this gem of a book. In this book, the author Deepak Chopra has shared the 7 keys to happiness which are as follows. Be aware of your body. Find true self-esteem. Detoxify your life. Give up being right. Focus on the present. See the world in yourself. Live for enlightenment. The principles shared here are nothing new, but still they will help us in understanding ourselves better. We all seek happiness, but we seek happiness in all the wrong places. In this book, you will learn all the things about yourselves and all the things that you need to be happy. It is a very deep book and needs to be reread to sink in. The author Deepak Chopra has given us the keys to happiness and now it is up to us to open the doors. I finished reading this book feeling lighter and inspired. This is one book that I will definitely recommend you all to read. Today is day 6 of the challenge and for today I have picked up When Daddy Was a Little Boy by Alexander Ruskin. This is the translated version of a popular Russian children's book. I used to read it a lot when I was a kid. I had a glossy hardcover with beautiful illustrations. So when I again saw this book on Amazon, I was quick to buy it. It has again beautiful illustrations like this. In this book, the author narrates funny incidents from his childhood to his daughter when she falls ill. I still remember many of those incidents. I am so looking forward to reading this book and revisiting my childhood. This is such a delightful book. I loved it back when I was a child and I had read it multiple times and I absolutely loved reading it once again. The stories or little incidents from the author's childhood are an absolute delight to read. The author narrated stories from his childhood to his daughter when she was ill to make her feel better. But he also made his daughter learn many important life lessons through his stories. It is a great book for children, and not only children, adults would also enjoy reading it. The lovely illustrations make the book all the more appealing. Little Daddy's innocence and his mischiefs will surely bring a smile to your face. Highly recommend reading this one. Today is 7th and final day of the challenge, and for today I have picked up Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller. This bestseller has the tagline, Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. So this self-help book is all about changing your attitude for a better, successful life. The book blurb says, do you dread going to work? Do you feel tired, unhappy, weighed down? Have you given up on your dreams? The road to a happier, more successful life starts with your attitude. And your attitude is within your control. So more or less this sums up the book, what this book is going to be all about. At this point of time, I'm really looking for a dose of motivation, and so I'm eagerly looking forward to reading it. So I have finished the book, and it is a really good self-help book to read. The title basically sums up the contents of the book, that is, Attitude is Everything. In the book, the author talks about how he changed his life by changing his attitude. The author has divided the book into 3 parts. Success begins in the mind. Watch your words. Heaven helps those who act. He has further subdivided these 3 chapters into 12 lessons. Your attitude is your window to the world. You are a human magnet. Picture your way to success. Make a commitment and you will move mountains. Turn your problems into opportunities. Your words blaze a trail. How are you? Stop complaining. Associate with positive people. Confront your fears and grow. Get out there and fail. Networking that gets results. And it is amazing how he has integrated our attitude into our thoughts and action. Another thing that I really liked about the book is that the author has cited real life examples. He talks about people who achieved success in spite of having nothing. He also shares incidents from his own life which will keep you hooked. It is a complete package for all the readers. I would definitely recommend this book to anyone who is open to changing their mindset. Even if you believe that you are a very optimistic person, I would still suggest that you read this book once. And with this book, I complete 7 days, 7 books challenge. It was not an easy challenge for me, as I don't like to put deadlines on the things that I do for fun. And so this challenge made reading some kind of a work for me. But overall, it proved to be a good reading week for me. Some of these books had been on my TBR since months, and I'm happy to have read them. I feel happy to have completed this challenge successfully. It feels good to step out of your comfort zone and do something different for a change. I plan to do more such challenges in the coming months. Do let me know in the comment section if you enjoy watching such challenges. And if you have enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and share. And if you want to see more such bookish videos, then please subscribe to my channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Until my next video, bye and take care.